Do you enjoy waking up at 3 a.m. because hindi ka makatulog dahil sa sobrang init ng kwarto mo? Gusto mo ba yung nagbabayad ka ng super mahal na kuryente every month tapos mainit pa rin yung bahay mo? Do you love opening your windows? Tapos parang walang nangyayari, mainit pa din. Then don't watch this video because in the next few minutes, I'll share with you 3 common house design mistakes na paulit-ulit kong nakikita sa mga bahay dito sa Pilipinas. And if you avoid them, ma-eliminate mo ang lahat ng problems na na-mention ko kanina. Hi guys! If you're new here, I'm Pia. I'm a licensed architect based in the Philippines. Baka madami na naman ang magalit sa akin in this video because I will contradict some of the things that most Filipinos are used to doing when building their homes. And I know a lot of you watching are either currently building, planning to build, or nagpapayos na ng bahay dito sa Pilipinas. Some of you are even abroad, OFWs, and you're building a home for your families here in the Philippines. This video is all for you. But I'd rather you hear this now, habang nasa papel pa lang ang plans mo, instead of discovering it after construction, when fixing it will cost you millions. So architects, homeowners, stop designing homes like this. Let's start. Stop designing bedrooms that face west. Pili mo ba na sa oven ka every time papasok ka sa bedroom mo? All you wanna do is rest pero hindi ka makatulog sa sobrang init? This is one of the most common complaints I hear from property owners or homeowners dito sa Pilipinas. And the frustrating part is it's actually 100% avoidable. Here's why it happens. In designing homes, it's important to understand site orientation. Site orientation means saan nakaharap ang house mo in relation to the sun and wind direction. It will impact your home's, number 1, energy performance, magastos sa kuryente. Number 2, comfort level ng titira. And number 3, construction cost. Of course, we all know that the sun moves from east to west. Sunrise sa east, sunset sa west. Yung afternoon sun, yung nasa west, is extremely hot. And dito sa Pilipinas, yung init ng hapon is not something you cannot ignore. So, it's important for us to understand that in order for us to get quality sleep at night, never position a bedroom facing west. Because your bedroom will absorb all the heat the entire afternoon and release it at night when you're about to sleep. Especially kung gawa sa concrete ang walls ng bedroom mo. And let's be honest, halos lahat ng bahay dito sa Pilipinas made of concrete. Just like here in our apartment in Legazpi. Unfortunately, our master bedroom faces west. Concrete walls, concrete roof. Lumalamig lang dito kapag amihan season, but all year round, super init, kulob. The room feels like nasa oven kami starting from 1 p.m. until the following day. And as someone who prefers natural air to artificial air conditioning, wala akong choice but to have an AC installed. And even our AC has to compensate with the demands of a room facing the west. Imaginein mo na lang if yung tao ang kailangang mag-compensate without an air conditioning. Buhay ka pa, pero feeling mo nasa impyerno ka na. So architect, where is the best position for bedrooms? In a tropical country like the Philippines, and if you're a morning person, sa east. Or if you're like me who likes waking up late, position it sa north. North or northeast is the coolest part of the house. But if existing na ang bedroom mo at naka-orient na siya sa west side, anong solution aside from air conditioning? And I know many of you are also thinking about this. Especially kung nagpapatayo kayo ng bahay for your parents or para sa pamilya mo na naiwan dito sa Pilipinas while you work abroad. I feel you. Here's what you can do. Number 1, install a canopy over your window. Number 2, use blackout curtains. Number 3, apply reflective heat control film to your windows. Number 4, install a ceiling fan to promote airflow. And number 5, this is long-term ha, plant tall bushes or trees sa west side ng bahay mo. Or you can use thermal heat insulating powder to paint over your exterior walls. This will significantly block the heat from the sun, so hindi na super init ang bedroom mo. There are still other ways to control the heat, but our life would have been so much easier if sa planning stage pa lang na-address na natin lahat ng issues na to. Architects, homeowners, stop designing homes with sliding windows. Many of you might disagree with me because I will contradict everyone's favorite sliding window. I only have one big reason why I don't like sliding windows and why I will never recommend it in designing homes. Kasi it doesn't let in as much air as we want. You can only open 50% of the window. For me, it's a waste of ventilation opportunities. Ang init pa naman dito sa Pilipinas. So, the more air that we can let in sa bahay natin, the more air can circulate inside, mas makakahinga yung bahay natin, mas fresh yung pakiramdam natin. And during summer, when the heat is at its worst, you want every bit of airflow you can get. And yung sliding window can give you this. So, Architect Pia, ano ba yung windows that you can recommend for our homes? I have 3 recos, but yung third window, ang favorite ko sa lahat. Number 1, awning window. What I like about awning windows, pwede siyang nakabukas kahit na umuulan. So, kahit tag-ulan, you don't have to fully close your windows para may hangin pa din yung bahay mo. Number 2, casement window. One of the most common windows that you can open 100% is the casement window. It's easy to clean and easy to maintain. While these types or windows are common, the downside lang nito for me is that it occupies space on the other side of the wall kapag nakabukas yung mga windows na to. So, pwede siyang maging obstruction and can cause accident, especially kapag may mga kids sa bahay ninyo. And lastly, my favorite underrated window is the jalousie window. Feeling mo ba baduy ang jalousie windows? Hear me out. It's the best window that suits our climate because it can be open 100% to maximize air. Hindi siya nag-occupy ng space sa other side ng wall, so hindi rin siya obstruction. And it makes your space look neat. And the most important thing, especially sa summer, and kapag brown out, it lets in the maximum amount of air para mas nakakahinga ang bahay mo, mas presko ang pakiramdam. So next time you're planning the windows for your home, stop using sliding windows just because everybody is using it. Ask your architect the best window that suits your climate and your house configuration. Architects, homeowners, avoid this aircon installation mistake. The apartment we are renting in Legazpi City that is designed by an architect, unfortunately, has an aircon provision sa lower part ng wall ng master bedroom instead na overhead. The apartment has a roof slab na walang ceiling or walang ceiling insulation. Na-experience nyo na ba yung feeling na parang nasa oven ka? That's how I feel every time na nasa bedroom ako. Unfortunately, even if we set our AC at full blast sa 16 degrees, sobrang init pa din. And the temperature still feels like 28 or 30 degrees. Super init pa din. And the electricity bill is still expensive. And I know this feeling is very familiar to a lot of you, especially this summer. You know convection, the hot air goes up and the cool air goes down. So if you install your AC at floor level, yung cool air, andyan lang yan sa baba by your floor. Then yung hot air, andun lang din siya sa taas palagi. So you feel na lapot ka pa rin kahit nasagad na sa low ang temperature ng AC mo. So next time, architects, make sure to supervise your projects and provide clear instructions or detailed drawings for the proper mounting height of air conditioning units. And educate clients to mount their AC at least 900 millimeters to 1,500 millimeters from the floor level. Aside sa hindi lumalamig ang room if the AC installed at floor level, isa pa siyang malaking obstruction kasi nasa floor level siya, hindi ka pwedeng maglagay ng kahit anong object na nakaharang malapit sa kanya. So, nagiging obstruction siya, sayang ang space. Whereas kung nilagay sana yung AC overhead or 1,500 millimeters above the floor. Nagamit pa sana yung space to store cabinets, maglagay ng console or table. And for those of you building your house for your family, please tell your contractor or your architect about this. Because these are mistakes you won't realize until ma-experience mo na siya in your own house kapag nagreklamo na ang pamilya mo. So to recap the 3 mistakes, number 1, never position a bedroom facing west. Your walls will absorb all that heat and release it at night. Orient your bedrooms facing east or north habang nasa papel pa lang ang plano. Number 2, stop using sliding windows. They only open 50%, so you're cutting ventilation by half. Use awning, casement, or jalousie windows to maximize air inside your house. Number 3, never install your AC at floor level. Mount it at 900 millimeters to 1,500 millimeters from floor level to maximize your AC's cooling capacity. These are not complicated, but they are consistently missed not because people are careless, pero dahil walang nagpapaliwanag nito during the planning stage, when it's still free to fix these mistakes. And whether you are building here in the Philippines or you're an OFW planning abroad, the earlier you know this, the better. Our life would have been so much better if na-address natin ito sa planning stage pa lang. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment nyo na rin sa baba kung anong window type ang nasa bahay nyo ngayon. And if you're currently planning to build or renovate, and you want to make sure you're making the right decisions before you start, check out the description to see how I can help you. See you!